since we're here on AlJazeera, is that I want to salute all of the brave AlJazeera journalists, especially those in Gaza, who have documented the genocide of their own people. These are the greatest journalists in the history of my lifetime, and some of them have been killed in action by the Israeli military. This conflict has been one of the deadliest for journalists ever recorded in human history. And so I want to salute all of the journalists, living and deceased, and say that their work was incredibly important in documenting one of the greatest crimes of our lifetime. My name is Beirin. I am a lecturer in the Electrical Engineering and Computer Science Department at UC Berkeley. In August of 2025, I started a 38-day hunger strike in order to protest the ongoing genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, funded and supported by American taxpayer dollars and by investments made by UC Berkeley, and also by the technology developed in my computer science department. And one of the reasons why we chose a hunger strike as the action was because we thought that there was a ongoing dehumanization of Palestinians, especially in media, and especially in Western media here in the United States. There was a sense that Palestinian deaths just weren't being seen as human. And this genocide was being seen as something that was really far away, that we didn't have to pay attention to. And by undergoing a starvation diet for over a month, I hope to bring here to UC Berkeley campus the sort of image and awareness of what starvation really looks like. During this hunger strike, it was very exhausting, as you might expect. I really had trouble just doing things like getting out of bed or opening a door, walking to and from class. I was out of energy all day. Sometimes I felt, dizziness and nausea and had to go lie down. But one thing that grounded me through the entire experience was the fact that anything that I was feeling was simply a fraction of what Palestinians in Gaza had to go through. For example, I had a bed to sleep in during the duration of this hunger strike, and I don't have to worry about bombs falling on my head halfway through the hunger strike. I don't have to worry about my family starving in front of me. I don't have to worry about having some food and deciding who gets to eat that day and who gets to starve out of my loved ones. And so going through this experience, which was very tough for me, only showed to me the resilience and the steadfastness of the Palestinian people, who have gone through so much more than just starvation, because they've had to go through not just starvation, but also lack of clean drinking water, lack of fuel, lack of hygiene facilities, and not to mention the constant bombs that were falling on their head throughout the entire duration. Now, around the time that the so-called ceasefire was announced was the time that I suspended the hunger strike, but that to me is not the end of advocating for the cause of Palestine. Israel is still continuing to kill people in Gaza in blatant violation of the ceasefire. They're still not letting aid in. There's still a lack of fuel. There's a lack of tents, especially with winter coming up. And there will be people who die as a result of maybe not bombs now, but the lack of supplies and the ongoing blockade.